All right, hey everybody, it's Jim from Japan, Discovery Divers Tokyo, coming at you again. I have a special guest today. Meet my friend Hager.
Hi everyone, I am Hager.
So Hager's relatively new to Japan.
I am.
How new?
I came in October 2016.
So that's like a handful of, or less, a handful of months ago.
Several months.
And so you're still seeing things that are kind of cool, kind of fun.
Definitely.
So you've got something for us today, right?
Yes.
What do you got? Yeah, it's going to be up here.
It's going to be up here.
Because I don't
This
even.
is my favorite.
Yeah, I don't even want to
Discovery.
pronounce. I don't even want to pronounce that.
We can't pronounce
Can you try? Because
So-
it would be better if you try than if I can't say anything.
It's yunt with a C in front of it.
Thank you. And
There
what
we
is
go.
it? What do you suppose that is?
This is the Japanese perikura. So you go with a bunch of friends, male or female, and you take some really funny pictures with each other in a tiny booth, and then you can make your eyes bigger. You can put apples in your hands, or you can
The
hold.
bigger eyes one, that's a popular one, isn't it?
It's very popular,
Okay.
but it's also lots of fun.
Right.
You can do lots of things. So maybe we'll show you an example on this green screen later.
The big eye ones just freak me out because, you know, when I'm flipping through Facebook, which I'm a major consumer of Facebook, I'm seeing a lot of pictures of young ladies.
With big eyes.
Yeah, with big eyes. Yeah, and you know, sometimes I'm wondering, because sometimes it's very obvious.
That
but
they
sometimes,
have real big eyes.
Yeah, but sometimes you're wondering. I mean, is that enhanced or is that real? I mean, you know, it's tough to tell sometimes.
Tell me about it.
Like you can get right there. And,
You can definitely get right there
Yeah.
and check whether or not they went to see Yunt or not.
yeah.
So,
All right, so
Moving on.
there's our little cultural thing. So next, one of the things I wanted to ask Hager about. So next topic, advanced open water
advanced open water.
instruction.
So,
You've done this.
yes, I have.
Okay.
And
Have a drink here.
I'm going to remind you again that I'm from Egypt,
Yeah.
right? So
Oh,
it made
no.
sense.
It wasn't Red Sea.
Surprise.
It was?
No, of course not.
Sharm Sheikh? Or
I went to Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. So right next to the Macedonia poster,
Well,
sunny Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes. It's an amazing place, and I would recommend it if you don't want to go to, the usual Southeast Asian countries that everyone else goes to.
Wow.
Visit Sri Lanka.
A lot of culture there?
Fantastic. Lots
Okay.
of culture. And they were also hit by the tsunami, so it's also nice to sort of go there and support
There. Yeah.
the tourist
Good point.
endeavors and everything.
Good point.
And they have really amazing beaches. So we went to the south side of Sri Lanka, because that's
With your buddy again.
Buddy Thomas. Yeah. And we did the advanced open water.
Okay.
And so whereas before the normal open water was SSI, and then the advanced open water was PADI. And for the advanced open water, you can choose sort of 4, was it?
You have some choices.
You have some choices.
Sometimes.
So
Depending on your instructor.
if you're lucky.
If he lets you choose.
Or if you get Jim, you don't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Depends what the needs are, right?
Yes,
Sometimes
of
there
course.
are obvious needs.
So, we obviously did the needs that we don't need. We did wreck diving.
Spearfishing.
Yeah.
Spearfishing specialty.
Yes.
Identify a fish.
I am like,
All right.
Zeus.
All right. So how many dives did you do total? Was it 5?
We did 5 dives.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So we did navigation, which is very important. I think you
Yeah,
don't really
that's
have
required.
a choice.
That's
So
required, yeah,
You need
no
to do
choice.
that. We did a night dive.
Night dives required.
the
or
deep
low bays.
dive.
Deep dive required.
And then the last one was wreck dive, which is fascinating, but really, is it essential? I don't know. But I mean, the wreck dive was actually probably the most difficult one, to be honest, because the conditions were quite harsh. It was murky. We couldn't see much. And we were actually going through the hull of a ship, which looked more like going through a massive whale. And we really had to be careful because we were being rocked side to side, and there was just really all these sharp edges.
They put you through the inside of a wreck.
Yes.
Could you see lots of holes outside of it?
Well, no, it was like open because it had sort of broken. It really
gotcha.
looked like you were sort of swimming through the ribs.
Because of course we're not condoning going inside a wreck where you can't, right, where you have no, right, an overhead restriction, as they say. We're of course not condoning that.
This is a health and safety message.
All right. So some questions for you, because open water instruction, as an instructor myself, interests me a great deal. So how many dives did you have before you started the open water? Before you started the advanced.
That's a really good question. I wish I had brought my dive log. But I think about 10 maybe. Okay.
So did you feel you were ready, like you could take advantage of that experience, or?
Yes.
At that point?
I felt I was ready.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right. Because that's one thing that the instructors kind of debate about, like when should someone do that, right? Because some people, it's zero, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they finish their open water, and then the next day they're starting an advanced. And my personal opinion is, someone get a little bit of their shit together before going on to advance, right? Like they have some reasonable buoyancy, and they, know how all this works, and I don't know. What do you think?
I completely agree. I mean, I'm no hero when it comes to diving.
No, you are, actually.
I still put on my jacket just one arm at a time, So definitely I believe that, you should be a little bit more comfortable underwater before you start doing the advanced water. And maybe just about the navigation, I still don't know how to navigate. I have no idea how I passed that. Yeah, I mean, you have to navigate in like a rectangle somehow, but
yeah, I got to be honest with you about the navigation task. Now there are things I've been teaching a little while, and I love to learn from guys and gals who've taught a lot more than me, and always be getting good techniques. But one of the things that is a little hard for me to make peace with is the navigation task.
Yeah.
And I know used to be do a triangle, do a rectangle. I mean, I don't know. I used to do those kinds of things. I don't find it particularly fulfilling. No. Recently what I do is, what our staff does is, we'll have a dive site like Osazaki, and then they have a map in the. You've been to Osazaki,
yeah.
Inside they have that map, and we'll say, okay, plan a route of like 5 points that you want to visit, and you're driving, and I'm behind you. Right, so not only are they using compass, it's distance, it's maybe angles, it's maybe features, time, right? In my opinion, like all those features, and it's almost it's a pretty practical. It's more of a practical navigation task than like do a triangle. hold it. What was it?
No, he was Sri Lankan this time, so do a triangle.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Right, I mean. I don't know. But I'm still looking to make peace with that. If anybody has good suggestions for navigation task, I'm all ears.
I'm all ears too, because I probably need to do that course again. Because if you ask me to look at a map and then sort of navigate my way through, I will get you lost.
Okay. That's my other question. Here's my other question. This is even more controversial than my first question to myself. This is a question to myself. Is so not only like when you start advanced, there's kind of a debate like when is the right time to do that. There's also kind of a debate, what is an advanced diver, and how long should that take to do? Should it be 5 dives, or should it be like a series of dives over like 4 or 5 outings that cover 4 or 5 areas of expertise, but you get multiple chances to navigate, you get multiple chances to dive deep. You get a couple night dives, and then in some schools of thought, that's more advanced, right? I don't know. What do you think? I don't know if you have any opinion on that.
I do, actually. I initially thought that sort of the advanced water course would take a lot longer, because why else would you call it advanced? But this was 4 days, 4 topics, and somehow you managed to pass everything, because otherwise...
Wasn't it 5?
5.
Okay.
I don't know. This is what I mean. I don't even know how many topics I did anymore, because it was such a long time ago.
Yeah.
And, I still only know the basics. I think I would have loved to be able to sort of dive deeper, pun intended, into the different course material, and also just sort of do a few more dives before someone told me, now you are a navigation expert. You know, like, I'm definitely not. I can't navigate my way out of this room. So.
Yeah. No, and you know, so I love talking about things like this, but on the internet, you got a lot of warriors out there, right? I mean, it's a really contentious topic, but I tend to lean toward like more of a little bit of a mini mentorship. You know, that someone comes, you know, 3, 4, 5 times to dive and, you know, do their advanced. And a lot of those are, you know, some of those are like self-navigated dives where, you know, we have, you know, here are the points that you're going to, you know, you should go to, and, you know, someone will follow them and see how that's going. And so there's also this feeling of independence, building the independent dive leadership for themselves with their buddy pair. And, you know, my thought is, and again, I'm very open to suggestion on this, but my thought is, I mean, imagine you're a dive operator. Imagine, you know, we're in Nepal. Imagine we're in Nepal. Why did I say Nepal? Why are we diving in Nepal?
Because we dove in Macedonia, Jim.
I'm trying to think of the most outlandish place. I'm trying to outdo her for the most outlandish. Oh, yeah? I did my advanced in Nepal.
My other dive was in Iceland, so there you go.
Dalai Lama was my dive master on that one. It was amazing.
Very calm.
Yeah, super. You like calm? I'll show you calm.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. He out-calmed the calm.
So my feeling is, I forgot what I was even going to say. Yeah, my feeling is, so let's say we go to Palau. That was the one I wanted. Palau.
Yes.
Palau, not Nepal. Palau.
Fantastic place, by the way.
And, you know, and a dive charter is trying to make a decision about diver X. Can diver X handle this dive that we're going to go on or not? And they say, well, are you advanced? And diver X says yes. What does that mean, right?
That means nothing.
We don't know. It might mean something, or it might mean, yeah, I did 5 dives at the end of my open water, and,
But I mean, I think
I don't know.
You should be able to, I mean, as a diver, you should be able to honestly tell yourself, okay, do I feel like an advanced diver, or am I still a beginner? I'm definitely still a beginner. I do not have the confidence to do all the dives, and there's nothing wrong with that because I've only had so many dives. So I think the more you dive, the more confident you become. So I think instead of asking, are you advanced, maybe just, are you confident enough to do this dive? Because exactly like you said, I know like some people who are just really annoying. They only need to do 5 dives and they know exactly how to do everything, and their ears just equalize automatically. I hate you. So, you know, you have those people as well. And then you have people like me who are just honest, hardworking people who don't know how to equalize their ears, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong at all.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Nothing.
Right?
But it does, you bring up a great point, and it illustrates to me. So actually, I heard that back in the day, like the advanced now, some agencies used to call that open water 2.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like it was considered more a continuation of open water rather than, you know,
that makes more
advanced.
sense.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you next time. Guest Hager. Hopefully you enjoyed.
Thank you.
Enjoyed that. Okay, thanks for watching. All right, well, if you like this kind of thing and you think you'd like to see more, I think there's a subscribe button right around here somewhere. And if you are coming to Japan and you'd like to hook up with us and dive, I think right around here there's a spot where you can click, come and have a look at the webpage and see what kind of events are going on. All right, thanks a lot. See you on the beach. Bye.